All right, everybody, welcome to Agents of Recovery. That's right, the podcast with Scott Jones and Doug the Bounty Hunter. We are back, and we are better than ever.
Better than ever without COVID, thank you, Jesus.
Oh, without COVID. We're going to talk about COVID. We're going to talk about addiction. We're going to talk about some solutions for you out there, too. But all of that right here. So make sure you like this show, you share it with your friends, and hopefully we're going to give you some information that's going to be really good for you guys out there. But for now, Dog, it's been a hot minute, but it's good to see you again, my brother.
Good to see you, my brother. Good to see you. Yay.
You're looking great.
Oh, so are you. You're looking good. You lost some weight. I did too.
I'm starting to take some off. You know, I was getting a little pudge there.
It's diet.
It's diet, and it's moving.
Well, it's Tony Robbins' diet, the 10-finger diet. Have you heard of that one?
No. What's that?
Take your 10 fingers and push your fat ass away from the table.
I love it.
No, it's absolutely true. You are what you eat.
See, before that, I was on a seafood diet, which was when you see food, you eat it. And that wasn't working. So now I had to kind of switch over to the other one.
As good as a 10-finger.
But Dog, man, it's a crazy world right now, and I think there's no better way to start, to restart our show and to get everybody going than to talk about what's going on today out there. What's going on today? We got COVID, we got crazy government shit going on, we've got crazy unemployment and people stressed, and what all that comes around to is a whole lot of addiction going on out there. Right. It's a tough time, man.
Well, because of COVID, really. I mean, because we're advancing in technology. But, you know, they had, now they got fentanyl to kill you dead if you touch it. Even you kind of, like you could touch it. I knew a paramedic, a cop told me about that, helped a guy overdosed, and he picked him up, carried him to the thing, and it seeped through his skin, killed the paramedic. Pueblo, Colorado.
Wow.
Dead in the grass. So, all the drug addicts I know, and that's, I know a lot, have said that it's easier to get the dope right now than it was before everything got shut down. And I don't even want to go into how I figured that out because it's just, I don't know. I guess they're home more making it.
Yeah.
And people are more negative. Oh, I could catch COVID. Oh, I don't know who's going to win the election. Oh, I don't care about COVID or the election. They want to come out of that atmosphere of negativity, and they think drugs do that.
But that's a lie, isn't it? I mean, because you're not hiding from anything. You're just numbing yourself to the reality, and the reality still exists. So if you're not dealing with it, you're not doing anything.
Well, if there wasn't a come down to drugs,
right,
and there wasn't, a habit where you got to make money to get it, I'd be doing it every day. Because I'm the kind of guy that, I did it because Beth died. No, I did it because I like getting high.
Exactly.
No, and I didn't do it when Beth died, but a lot of people use, my mom died and dog. Okay, and that helps doing heroin. It's like the guy that broke into the store the other day, what's the watches that are expensive?
Oh, the Rolex, yeah.
The Rolex watch place and stole a Rolex because of the election. He's mad. I'm like, what does
that got to do with it?
It's the same thing as, my mama died and I had to do heroin. You liar. Yeah. You like the feeling. You like getting high. That's why you're doing it. But you realize you're going to come down, poop all over yourself, act like you're sick. You're going to feel like hell. It's not worth the feeling like hell to me to be able to do that crap.
The reality does not go away, man. It's always there. You can hide from it for a little while, but it's always going to be there. You always got to return to it, and you're going to return to it sicker.
Yep.
And well, dare I say dumber too, because you just rotting your brain. You're rotting everything inside of you. It's just crazy. But with COVID going on, and you got quarantine, and people are on edge, and they're stressed. Those are all things that feed addiction. Addiction loves when people are quarantined because they love isolation, right?
Yes. Well, it's like the guy drinking when you go into the bar, and my friend told me this the other day. He went into the bar and it was like 5 or 6 in the afternoon, right? And everybody's like social distancing like we are right now. And he said by 11 o'clock, everybody was hugging each other. So they were just getting drunker and drunker. And, screw COVID, right? Achoo. Oh, shit, you got it. So, I mean, it's, you and I have, you may cut this. Can you cut around it?
I can cut around anything
we want.
You
and I
want.
might have a different opinion. I told you smoke a joint with me, but you wouldn't know. But I know that some kind, I'm not talking about, when I talk about drug addiction, I'm not talking about necessarily marijuana.
Right.
Because some guys, I know you don't like when I say this, but some guys need a crutch. So, but other than that, the drug does not help anybody. And we have now, I've done 40-some years, you 30, and I'm older than that than you. We got the answer. We got the combination to the safe.
Yeah.
It's not that Scott and I, were sitting around banging and that's how we did that. Because we're older. I mean, you had your thing and I had mine, but it wasn't that. But we have treated so many addicts, so many people that got to have dope, and helped them get out of it, that guess what? We know how to now.
Absolutely.
No, we really do. We really do know how to show them the way to get out of the hole they fell into. It's like somebody fall in a hole. You and I is the ladder that we get in there.
Exactly. Right? You are so right, Doug, because our combined experience.
Right.
And you've had experience that bridges the gap between crime and addiction and pain and suffering. And I've had, more of the addiction and the family stuff and the pain and the suffering. But we bring those things together, which was a beautiful marriage of bringing that stuff together.
Right.
And we found some really great places that can treat people. We found great ways to reach out to people. But the ladder is a good point because we can give them the ladder, but they still got to participate in the climb.
I knew that. I was kidding.
You knew I was going there.
Well, I was going, then you got me. That's true, though. You put the ladder down, it's up to you to climb out. Yeah. I'll just leave the ladder, that's fine. Every once in a while, I'll look around and see the ladder. One of these days, brother, you're going to get on the ladder. Is that right?
That's absolutely right.
And what did you say right before that? The ladder, the addiction, together, something. But there was another thing right there, too. Keep talking.
Yeah, well, we'll figure it out as we go. That's one thing about what you're going to see right here on Agents of Recovery is that, we don't filter a whole lot of what we're thinking because you and I have come up with some great things just by blurting things out. So,
well,
if
you're a former musician and you just hit that bad note they thought it was, but you thought it was bad and it was E+ or mine. They're like, oh my God, where'd you get that?
Yeah.
And I am kind of the same way.
Yeah.
So I used a reality TV show where you shoot from the hip.
Yeah.
None of our show ever was, it was put together, but never. My gut, I remember when in the beginning, dog, why don't you say this? Why don't you say that? Producers of camera, I said, listen, cameraman, you're a fly, get on the wall, shut up. So we're so used to shooting from the hip and being straight up. And I feel like all the time I'm under oath. I swear to God, I feel like that. I feel like, raise your right hand, you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. I swear I feel like I'm under oath all the time. So what we're saying works. What we've seen a lot of people recover. We've been through and see what don't work. We've been through that now that see that does. And now we're being able to put together a map. It's like X is the spot. How to get to that point. Will you ever go back to it? I don't know. I doubt it, but some do.
Some do.
Will you ever backslide? 90% will. But it's when you backslide, how guilty you feel that to make you come, oh my God, what did I do last night? Jesus, forgive me. Dog and Scott, forgive me. Okay, get sober. See you in a couple days. I mean, I'm not, what? A lot of rehabs there. If you backslide, you're kicked out.
No.
Right?
Yeah. But you know what? We just got before the show started, we got off the phone with a family member of mine who backslid, was doing good, went backwards a little bit. Now they're back on the horse, but they're stronger because of it. And they're now moving in a better direction. And you just talked to her, and it was really great.
Right.
It's beautiful.
There's some guys that, I'm trying to quit smoking. I'm going to quit smoking. And I've heard guys go, I've done it. I just quit cold turkey.
Well, good for you.
Yeah. Well,
you want to punch him in the throat, right?
Yeah. I'm like, oh, my God. So you got to work on it.
Yeah.
You got to work on it.
Yeah.
I've had, then I tell people, a guy quit smoking, I've quit for a year. The other day, dog, I smoked a cigarette. I couldn't believe that I smoked that cigarette. It made my lungs hurt. I coughed. I felt like shit. And I thought, I have heard this in addicts. I was sober a year. They count poor kids. They count the days.
Yeah.
365 days, and I screwed up. But what on the 366th day, when you screwed up, how did you come back on the 368th day?
Right.
Strong as a bull.
Yeah.
You're like, oh my God. I wish there's I used to, years ago, I would tell some of my addicts, you go 1 week without a load. Then you go 2 weeks. Then you go 3 weeks. Now, you get to 6 months, no dope. On the 6th month and 1 day, I want you to go out and get a raft, get in the ocean, get naked, and jack off like a monkey, and suck that pipe till you can't breathe. I let them do it. And my guys would come back, and I go, how you feel? Oh, God, I felt so bad. I felt physically,
Right.
number one, it almost kills you. So you go to the point of death, right, all the time. And your body gets used to that. Where if you get clean and go to the point of death, oh, my God. So there's a lot you and I know, and I don't mean to be bragging, but we know how to fix them. We know how to... You can't use, according to law, the word heal, or you'll never do it again, or da-da-da.
Yeah, we don't cure. We don't do that stuff.
Cure, yeah.
We put them on the right road.
Right.
But they still got to drive the car.
Right.
They still got to drive. And one of the things I want to point out that I know you've learned because I've watched you and, of course, talking to you and stuff, is that every time it's a little bit different because no two people are exactly the same. So you're saying, sometimes you just got to kind of shoot from the hip. It's because you have to when you're dealing with people.
Right.
Same thing with addiction recovery. Not everybody's exactly the same. There's not one answer that's right for everybody.
Right.
But we're going to help you find the answer that's right for you.
Right. And that's by interviewing you, listen to how you tick, talk to you, see what makes you do that stuff. And when you've got someone like us that have been there, done that, we can see that, or maybe we haven't done the stuff you've done, but we've dealt with people that have. That's how we have made a living, a reputation. You and I is by helping people hooked on dope to get off the crap and stay off of it.
That's exactly right. Just it bears saying that if you are listening right now and you might have a problem or somebody you love has a problem and you want to reach out to us for help, it's really easy. agentsofrecovery.com. You go to that site, you answer a couple questions, and we will call you with possible solutions for you. Again, not every answer is good for everybody, but once you fill out the form and you tell us what's going on, we'll be able to look at it and give them the right suggestion to go to the right place or get the right help.
Right.
But that's what we want to do, dog.
Right. And what that means is this, okay? A lot of rehabs you and I know are the guys in there getting high, or if you're a single girl, they're trying to screw you. The places you and I now have, it's a lot of them. Thousands. Isn't there? Oh,
yeah.
We got a rehab down the corner.
It's sad.
You lying punk.
It is sad.
The ones we know for sure they don't do that, and it's going to work. And in this state, Florida, which is great, a lot of people move here because there's no state tax. Well, the rehab laws in Florida are the worst or the best in the world.
It depends on how you look at it, right?
Yeah. If you're trying to scam someone, get the hell out of Florida.
Yeah.
If you want to really help and really do, then most of, and there's some in here, as you and I know, that are cockatoo, but most of the places and all of the places that you and I will assign them to, let's use that word, are legit. And the one guy, I asked the guy the other day, I don't know if you cut this part. I asked the guy the other day, how long is your rehab thing? He said 2.5 years. What? I asked the one guy, you and I, our new friend, how long is your rehab thing? About 45 days.
There you go.
What? Because, that's 2.5 years. How much is that a month?
Yeah.
What the hell? No. How long's your program? 2 years, that's for sentencing in prison.
Right.
You get less than 60, 90 days in a rehab. You're going to learn everything the next rehab could teach you. If you don't work in 90 days, keep doing your dope. Just please keep a Bible in your hand or your pocket. No, right?
Yeah, no.
Because you ain't going to make it. If you can't make it past our recommendations to the places we send you, it's a quick fix. Yep, sure is.
It sure is. But it's up to them to adopt a lifestyle that's new. Now, Doug, your story is very well known. You know, people don't know me as much, but your story is really well known. You had a choice, a crossroad at one point in your life where you had to choose evil or good.
Correct.
You know, and, you know, I'm not telling any tales because it's in your book and you talked about it openly.
Right.
This happened to you in prison where you had to make that choice on your path.
Correct.
Now, whose responsibility is it for you to stay on that path?
My responsibility.
Exactly, and that's what we're saying about addiction. We'll show you the path.
Right.
We'll show you a place where you can learn these things. But if you want to stay on that path and have a good life, it's all up to you. Well, you got to do it.
And just to be honest, what was the question you said? How long, or when, you know, in a time in your life, dog?
Yeah.
You changed your life.
You had to make that choice.
You had to make a choice. The time of my life was last night about 9 o'clock when I landed in Florida and all the bars are open.
Okay. Keep going. This is good. This is good. Yes.
Though, right.
You always got to make that choice.
You take away my words all the time.
You always got to.
Every day. A heroin addict asked me that they said, "Dog, I haven't done heroin in 6 months, but I still want it." And I go, "Good shit, I do too." I mean, it wasn't my heroin, was it? You know, it gets less and less wanting, but you always are gonna want it. AAA is, no matter what they say about it, AA, AAA, quadruple A, I guess works.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of guys and girls that go.
Absolutely.
But I forgot my whole train of thought.
It's always going to be a possibility in your head, so you got to keep on the right path always.
Right.
You don't get to take vacations from the right path, do you?
Every day you're going to be tempted. Every day there's going to be a situation that comes up that's going to make you want to get high.
Yeah.
Even if, like we were just talking about privately, the reason you get high is because you like the feeling.
Mm-hmm.
So every day you're going to have to struggle. Every day that you say no, the easier it gets to say no. And then you go, oh my God, here's your own mind talking to itself. I can't believe I did that crap. Was that me? I didn't even rinse the spoon. Or I didn't even look at the end of the pipe. Or how many times was the crap I bought bunk?
Right.
Oh my God, there's so many difficult things in this shit, right? It's so many difficult things to be I don't like the word, you know, there's a lot of words we quit using. Drug addict. I wish we could come up with another.
Well, there's substance abuse disorder. Yeah. There's, there's all sorts of things. The bottom line is, you're making wrong choices.
Right.
And now there's more to it than just choosing the drug or not. You still got to choose other things.
Right.
Am I going to be good or am I going to be evil? Am I going to cheat this guy or am I going to be kind to this guy? Am I going to lend this guy a positive word or a negative word?
Right.
All those things add up because the more you lean towards positive, the less the negative comes into mind, right?
Exactly right.
Because I see you're a kind. I don't care what you've seen, and I don't care how badass I've seen you. You shine kindness and love.
So
it is beautiful,
so
man.
Do you.
It is
so
beautiful.
Thank you, bro. That's a good compliment. And the money they spend every day on dope. And did I wipe the fingerprint off? Did I? Because you got to steal to buy dope. Did I get the print? Oh my God, was there a camera? Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. You get
the stress.
You go up there and do a crime. You're like, everything's cool. You look all around, right? Everything's all right. Then you do the dope. Oh shit. Was there cameras there? Did I leave a print? Was that glove? Oh my God, a glove had a hole in it. And you freak. I'm like, Brian, it is not worth doing that for 15 or 20 minutes or now 2 hours.
Yeah.
Worth of being in the twilight zone. Caca.
It is crazy. It is crazy. But there's, again, right now more than ever, Doug, people need the message that you don't have to suffer anymore. You don't have to be like this. The world is tough enough. We're not going to solve COVID. I mean, not you and I, not,
But an antidote is coming.
An antidote's coming. A vaccine's coming. All this stuff is coming down the pike. But the stress and everything you're feeling right now, and we're going into the holidays and all the other shit, we can't fix all that. But what we can tell you is you don't have to make it worse by pumping that shit in your body anymore.
Right. Yeah, exactly. And you know what? I think I came up with a good word. We do have an antidote to this freaking drug addict stuff.
Yeah.
We have an antidote. If people listen, and you have, I have a list too. I've arrested over 8,000 guys. But you are very high, 80 or 90%. You guys are in the places we're going to send brothers and sisters of success. Some of the people are light in the mind.
Mm-hmm.
That's a nice way to say it.
Sure.
Hawaii, I learned that.
I like that.
And they're going to get high all the time anyway.
Right.
There's not a damn thing that you can do about it. And guess what? When they get to heaven, they're so light in the mind that God's going to just open the door and let them in. Now, if you're a little light in the mind, then I'm sorry. But if you're 85% there, you got a problem, brother. You better come off that, get that. So now what's the phone number? Oh, no phones. We want it.
We want you to go to our website. It's
Answer
you can
questions.
do it on a tablet, do it on a cell phone, do it on your computer.
Can they do it on their cell phone?
Cell phone, yeah, absolutely. Agentsofrecovery.com. It's simple. You just pull it up, you take a look at the questions, you answer them, and somebody's going to get back to you. And if you have a question about heroin, we're going to get back to you and talk about heroin. If you have a question about alcohol, we're going to get back to you and talk to you about alcohol. If you have a question about what to do about your son or daughter, we're going to have somebody contact you about that.
Yes.
Because not everybody can ask for help themselves. Somebody that loves them has to ask for that help.
Right.
And then we team up to try to help them.
Good.
That's right. You're watching Agents of Recovery. Make sure you like this show. Select subscribe on our channel, the ATC Network. And more importantly, if you or somebody you love has a problem, go to agentsofrecovery.com. And Dog and I are going to do our best to take care of you, help you out however we can. Right, Dog?
Right, brother. Aloha.
Aloha.